Hello everyone, I'm John Caputo and thanks for tuning in. As a real estate agent, I sell a lot of strata titles. Today, we're talking with Brian Rulyancich from Stratacam, who's been in the business for over 20 years. Brian, I sell a lot of strata title properties. What advice do you have for someone entering into a strata complex?
Well, John, one of the difficulties is when people buy strata, they don't really know what they're letting themselves into or what they're buying. There's an act in place which covers what they can and can't do. There's penalties involved. But what an owner or potential owner should do with regards to strata, ask for the latest minutes. In that, it'll cover things like what their budget is for the next 12 months, what their financial position is, do they have a reserve fund, are they in a very good liquid position, cash-wise? These are things that really need to be addressed. And then what they really need to do is start looking at ownership matters, what they do or don't own.
Right. So someone buying a strata title, should they ring up the strata company or they ring the agent selling that strata title and they ask the agent to obtain that information from the strata company?
Yeah, they should go through the agent because basically a potential purchaser is a third party. So he doesn't really have any relationship with the strata company, whereas the vendor does.
Yes.
So that's the role of the agent, to get all that information from the vendor through the strata company, even if they need to make an appointment with the strata manager if they have one, and pay an appropriate fee and go in and check the records and see what the latest financial position is. That's very crucial, particularly when you've got stratas that are 20, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Because under the Strata Act, which goes back to 66, a lot of old properties that were relatively old back then were strated. Now some of them are way past their use by date.
Yeah,
So be very careful as to what you're buying and make sure you get all the relevant information so you can make an informed decision.
Yeah, good advice. So how many strata title lots are there in Western Australia?
We're getting pretty close to 60,000 strata plans. So 60,000. So when you extrapolate that out, you're probably looking at about 250,000 people involved through the strata. And that's incredible. That's a high percentage of ownership.
For more real estate advice, subscribe at caputo.com.au. See you next time.